Can you hear her talking at all? Okay.
Yeah, I can't hear her.
No.
I had
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes? Okay. Whew. That was close. Okay, now I'm gonna mute you guys. Thanks for your patience. So sorry your patience. How does Ellie feel about starting in this? Oh gosh. Ellie, how do you feel about this camera right there? Does that bother you? You're like, oh, I'll just go here. Do you guys care if it's here? Does that bother you? Where's the best place? We have an aversion to the camera today. Like right in front of me, I'm fine. Maybe I'll do like a different, I'm just trying some different views here today. I wonder, I don't know. I'm just gonna go, sorry for all the, okay. Are you guys mad over here, Kathy? You're just like, it's like half of you. It's like only half of you. It's like only half. Is your left side good? Is that your good side? Okay. Okay, she has an injury, so don't do everything she's doing. Okay, I think we're good. I'll figure this out during class. We gotta get this thing going. All right. Okay, friends. I think I'm just gonna teach, not even say any announcements. I don't have anything pressing. So the only thing, Victoria, do you want to announce yourself, who you are?
I've been out of town for like 3 weeks and
All right, friends, let's just practice. So find your comfortable seated position if you're not there already. If you want to take a moment, get your wiggles out. Maybe just little stretches, little movements. Get a little bit of physical feedback. Just kind of feel your body. And then eventually you just settle in. So in your own time, into a place of stillness. But even in stillness, there's movement going on inside. So pay attention and see what you can notice, even in stillness. Notice sounds, notice sensations, notice thoughts as they come and go. Notice the movement of your breath. As you just become more aware, pay more attention. See if there's anywhere you can soften. So anywhere you don't need to be tensing up, you don't need to be resisting or tightening. Maybe through your forehead, your jaw, your shoulders. Maybe you could just imagine what it would feel like to soften through your outer shell. So find just a little more softness or sweetness somewhere inside you, or maybe just energetically. And then bringing your awareness back to your breath, maybe even visualizing your breath as it flows in and out, up and down the length of your torso. Let's take a big inhale. So next time you inhale, just fill up as big as you can. Take a moment, pause, hold. Really let that breath circulate around inside. And then when you're ready, open your mouth and big sigh, let it go. Good. 2 more like that. Inhale, fill up. Visualize it. See your breath. Imagine it moving through every little space, filling you up, expanding your insides. And then big sigh. Ah. One more. Biggest inhale you've taken all morning. So take that pause and fullness. Maybe even there's an extra little sip you can get at the top. And then in your own time, side out your mouth. Let it go. Soften just a bit more. Ah, beautiful. Seal your lips now and begin to drop into Ujjayi breath. So in and out through your nose by way of the back of your throat. And see if you can start to create that little bit of noise, that gentle whisper sound with your breath. See if you can feel your ribs expand with your inhales, your belly expand with your inhales. Everything with your exhales hugs in. Deflates, let's go. The very bottom of your exhale, you feel that navel to spine connection, what we call Uddiyana Bandha, that connection to center. So you are welcome to stay in your seated meditation for as long as you would like. Just savor it, be with it, as long as you want to. If that's the entire class, fine with me. If you're ready to add movement now, take your breath with you. Ujjayi, come forward to hands and knees, tabletop. And you guys know the drill, either cat-cows or anything else that your body is calling for. So that might be hip circles, that might be just sitting back and resting in a child's pose. Maybe you want to sit back into a kneeling position and stretch from there. You could get into your wrists and your forearms by adjusting your fingers. So spin your fingers out to the sides or back towards your knees, or even flip your palms to face up. Just feel into your wrists gently. Feel into your forearms, feel into the strength of your hands and your fingers. So there's a million different things you can notice and explore if you really tune in. And let your breath guide you. So great big inhale, slow, steady exhales all the way to emptiness. And then just in your next few rounds, so no rush, but eventually start your own transition back to our first downward facing dog. So you can get there however you want to. You can take a vinyasa to get there if you want to. You can hover your knees just a couple inches above the ground in your tabletop and then slowly take your hips up and back. So see if you can start to find awareness in your transitions as well. Once you're back in your dog pose, big, spacious, intentional breaths, Ujjayi breath. So use your inhales. Each inhale creates a sense of lightness or buoyancy. Each exhale connects you to your center, connects you to your intrinsic strength. So imagine in your down dog that you've got an invisible rope attached to your belly button and it's pulling up towards the ceiling. It's tugging towards the top corner of the back wall. So it's like there's this lift that comes from your center, lifting you out of your shoulders, lifting you out of your wrists. You guys look awesome. Give yourself a couple more breaths in your dog pose. And just real quick, if you would not like any hands-on adjustments today, you want a hands-off practice, I do not take personal offense. Just lift one of your legs in the air for me. Let me know. Okay, thank you very much. Back to your down dog. Let's take just one last big inhalation. Push the ground away, lift your hips a little bit higher. As you exhale, gaze to the top of your space and however you want to get there, forward fold. Once you have arrived, just hang out. I would recommend feet at least hips width distance apart, maybe a little bit wider. All 10 toes face forward. You can bend your knees a lot if that feels better. Try not to rock back into your heels, but instead keep your weight just slightly forward. So more in your toes and the balls of your feet, less in your heels. And then focus on lifting your butt up as you reach the crown of your head down. Maybe a ragdoll pose, maybe grab opposite elbows, sway it out. So same thing in your forward fold. Imagine that invisible rope attached to your belly button. Now it's pulling straight up towards the ceiling. You're a ragdoll, you're hanging, you're dangling. So let your upper body be heavy, head heavy. Feel that stretch in the backs of your legs. Visualize your breath moving into it. Take one more round in your fold. Nice job. Halfway lift position. Inhale. So feel into all that length of your spine. Shoulder blades hug towards your spinal column. Exhale, fold and release. Do that one more time. And this time we'll hold in our halfway lift. Gaze down at the ground and feel the length in the back of your neck. If you feel like you could get more length in your spine with a bend in your knees, then bend your knees a lot. Stick your butt way out, reach the top of your head forward. Now bring your arms into a cactus position, a goalpost position, palms face down. Press your arms towards the sky and your chest towards the ground. See if you can feel your back get stronger. Back of your neck is still long, gaze is still down. Now finally, see if you can straighten your legs even a little bit by lifting your sit bones up and pressing the very, very tops of your thighs back. Take one last in-breath. You might extend your arms out wide like you have great big wings, everything nice and long. Exhale, fold, and bow. Just roll. So let your arms and your head hang heavy. Roll up to stand, super, super slow. One vertebra at a time. Once you reach the top, if you want to take your arms up and stretch, that's fine. But eventually we'll just meet in a mountain pose with arms by our sides. So maybe you want to roll out your shoulders, roll out your neck. Eventually just stand, arms by your sides, palms open, shoulders somewhat open. So feel a broadness in your shoulders, slightly open through your heart. And then see if you can feel neutral pelvis, neutral spine. Close your eyes, become still, and feel the movement that's going on inside, those little movements, the movement of your breath. Root through your feet, draw up through the crown of your head. And just feel yourself, all the space inside of you, from the inside out rather than the outside in. Take one more inhale, breathe into that space. Fill up, hold. Open your mouth. When you're ready, sigh it out. Ujjayi breath, reconnect to it. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, take a slow dive down. Hinge at your hips, lengthen through your spine, then fold in. Halfway lift as you breathe in. You're welcome to add arms if you want to. And then exhale, fold, let it go. All the way to empty, connect to center from that place. Reverse swan dive, heart leads, rise up, reach up, maybe gaze up. Hands to heart as you exhale. One more time, just like that. Super simple, but lots of awareness. Inhale, stretch tall. Slow dive as you exhale. Take your time. Let your breath guide your movement. Beautiful, friends. Halfway lift position. Breathe in. Spine parallel to the ground. Nice to see. Exhale, fold, release. Awesome, Cam. Press into your feet. Lead with your heart. Rise up. Arms reach, big full body stretch, side body is long. Nice, Victoria. Exhale, hands to heart center. All right, this time, inhale, arms to the sky. And exhale, hands behind your back. Interlace your fingers. Roll your shoulders down and back. Hug shoulder blades towards your spine. If your tendency is to lock out your elbows like I'm doing right now, bend your elbows, press your palms together, and then see if you can start to squeeze your elbows towards each other as well. See if you can reach your hands back away from your body and keep breathing deeply. Final option only if you want to take it. Add a little baby back bend. So lift your heart, lift your gaze. Press your hips gently forward. Hug in with your inner thighs. Take one more big, huge, full body in-breath. As you exhale, keep your clasp, slow dive. Hinge at your hips all the way down, full. Good. Remember, you can have a big bend in your knees. Focus on that invisible rope attached to your belly button. See if you can lift your butt higher as it pulls up. See if you can let your crown fall towards the ground. See if you can lift your knuckles higher. Work the opening in the front of your shoulders, not forcefully, but just gently encouraging a little more space with each breath. Yes. Take one last big inhalation. Nice, Ariel. Exhale, hands to low back. Awesome, Ellie. Release your clasp, let your arms hang. You might give them a little shake out, kind of let them dangle. Next, inhale, halfway lift position. Realign your spine. Exhale, plant your hands. Step your feet to the back of your yoga mat. Plank position. Inhale at the top of your push-up. And as you exhale, just lift your hips up and back, downward facing dog. So you might bend your knees a lot as you press back. Inhale, come forward, high plank once again. See if you can push the ground away and come way forward to your tippy toes, strong core, strong arms. Exhale, back and up, down dog. Yes. This time, inhale, come forward, high plank. We're gonna add a push-up. Exhale, lower halfway. You can come to your knees if you'd like to modify. Good. Inhale, push back up, high plank. And then exhale, take it back and stretch. Down dog. One more like that with breath. Inhale, rock forward, high plank or modified. Exhale, lower halfway, chaturanga hold. Strong belly, strong shoulders. Inhale, push up. Exhale takes you back. Nice work. You can stay and wait for us or inhale, come forward, high plank. This time, your way. Take your vinyasa however you want. Back bend of your choice. Everybody eventually downward facing dog. All right, in your down dog, one more time. You've got a few rounds of breath. So feel free, any movement you want to bring in. It might be big, dynamic movement. Maybe you want to lift one leg, open your hip, then the other. Maybe it's little movements. Movements I don't even see if I'm looking at you, but you feel them on the inside. So use your breath to explore. Notice what's there. Is there any more space that can be created? Keep your hands where they're at. Nice job. Beautiful poses, everybody. Good down dogs. So feel into all the length from fingertips up to your sit bones, up to your hips. Take one more inhale. Maybe create a little more length in your side bodies. Exhale, gaze to the top of your mat, step or hop, forward fold. Inhale to your halfway lift position, spine long, back of your neck long. So squeeze your shoulder blades towards your spine. Yeah. Exhale, fold, let it go. Roots through your feet, lead with your heart, rise up. Reach up, stretch and lengthen. Hands to heart center as you exhale. All right, inhale, arms up. And then as you exhale, twist to your right side, left arm forward, right arm back. Now notice if your hips came with you, pull your left hip back, draw your right hip forward. So hips are square. And then you're feeling that twist coming right from your center, right underneath your ribs. Maybe gaze back over your right hand, continue the twist with your neck. See if you can stand tall and relax and soften through your shoulders. Try not to strain. Reach through your fingertips. Take one more full round of breath. Use your exhale to twist to your edge. Inhale, come back to center, reach up. And then grab your right wrist with your left hand. We're gonna stretch over towards the windows, nice and long through your right side. Pull your right shoulder back and down so it's plugged into the socket. So you don't want your arm in front of your face, bicep next to your ear. Good, you guys look awesome. More weight in your right foot. Breathe into your right rib cage, right waistline. Nice, Chris. Awesome, Katie. Take one more full breath. See if there's any more space you can find. Inhale, come back to center. And as you exhale, chair plane. Bend your knees, reach your arms back. Heart is still lifted. So you're not looking down, you're not rounding, but it's like you're doing a little cobra with your chest. Yeah, awesome, cat. So shoulder blades hug your spine. Weight is in your heels for now. As you reach your butt back, see if you can feel a connection to your center. See if you can sit maybe just a little bit lower. Take one more round. Inhale, high mountain, stand tall. Stretch it out. And then as you exhale, this time we'll twist to the left, right arm forward, left arm back. Notice, did your hips move? Pull them back to square. So right hip pulls back, left hip draws forward. It's like you have an invisible block in between your inner thighs and you're hugging it. Feel your core working, breathe down into it. Yes, reach your arms long like you've got great big wings. Reach through your fingertips, maybe gaze back over your left hand. One more round. Inhale, stand taller. Exhale, twist a little further. Inhale to center, reach up. This time grab left wrist, side body stretch up and over to your right. Hips go left. So a little more weight in left foot. You guys hear me say it all the time. It's like a crescent moon shape with your body. Feel into that. Yeah. Breathe into your left side. Is there any more space you can create? And we're never forcing, we're never straining, just gently encouraging with breath. One more round. Nice, Kathy. Inhale back to high mountain. Release your grip. This time you've got a choice, chair plane or drinking bird. So option to float up to your tiptoes. As you lift up onto your tiptoes, see if you can lower your butt a little more. So now you have more range of motion in your legs. You can get even lower. Yes. Nice, Deepika. Take one more round. You're welcome to stay on your tiptoes if you'd like. High mountain. Inhale all the way up. Press down into your toes and the balls of your feet as you reach. Maybe stay on your tiptoes. Slow dive down. Let your ankles shake and tremble and just meet yourself right there at your edge. Awesome, Christine. Halfway lift position, heels on the ground as you breathe in. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, vinyasa, however you would like. See you back in downward facing dog. Nice job. Once you're back in your dog pose, big, spacious breath, powerful breath, Ujjayi. So can you hear it flowing through? Next time you inhale, right leg to the sky. And you do you today. If you want to open your hip, if you want to roll out your ankle, maybe you want to circle out your knee, maybe there's some other way you want to explore. So feel free to explore in your three-legged dog. And maybe that exploration is all inside. So your body stays completely still. You feel into those little tiny micro movements, micro adjustments. Yes, you guys look so great. Everybody take your right leg long, make it strong and powerful. One last inhale, lift from your center. As you exhale, nice, Mikkel, right knee to your nose. So scoop out your belly, push the ground away as soft as you can, step forward. Rise up to your crescent lunge. Take your time, find stability through your legs by hugging towards midline. So we're always finding our center to find stability. So front hip pulls back energetically, back hip pulls forward energetically. You feel really strong in your foundation. Long spine, little tone of your belly. So draw your belly button in and up. Feel that length and support in your low back. Yeah, lift your heart. Maybe even lift your gaze. And even be intentional with your hands, with your fingers. You want to spread your fingers really wide, like they're energized. Or maybe today, you want to soften them a little bit. How do you feel? Beautiful. Take one more big inhale into your crescent lunge. As you exhale, we've got a turbo twist to the right. Left arm forward, right arm back. Bend your back knee to a hover. If you want to modify, absolutely. Back knee can come down at any time. If your back knee is hovering, imagine you're trying to pull your back thigh forward. Imagine you're trying to pull your front hip back. Yes, broaden through the front of your shoulders. Big long wings reach through your fingertips. One more deep breath. Very nice. End of your exhale, bring your right forearm across your low back. Square your shoulders towards the front of the room. Exalted warrior variation. Reach up, slightly back. So find just a little baby back bend. Again, you don't have to push it or force it. Just feel that lift in your heart. You can keep the bend in your back knee. Most of the time that feels better on the low back. Take one more big inhale, reach through your left fingertips. Nice job. Exhale, left hand to the ground. Stay in your twist, right arm to the sky. So you're in a revolve lunge. Be here for a couple rounds, 2 or 3 breaths. If there's any way you want to work it, feel free. Feel it in your center, right underneath your rib cage. Feel the strength in both legs. Yes, very nice. Open through the right side of your heart. Maybe even gaze up at your right hand. One last round. End of your exhale, let it go. Unwind. Walk your hands over to the left long edge of your yoga mat. Parallel your feet, straighten out your legs. Inhale, halfway lift, and bring back those arms that we practiced at the beginning of class, either cactus or great big wings. So stick your butt out, reach the top of your head forward, lengthen in every direction. One more inhale, press your arms up and chest down. As you exhale, fold all the way to empty. Now listen, press into your feet, lead with your heart, rise up. Arms to the sky as you breathe in. And then as you exhale, Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2. Pivot your front toes forward. And then reach your right arm forward, left arm back. Yes. Awesome job. If you need to take a moment to adjust through your legs, feel free. You want to feel your front knee tracking open towards your pinky toe. You guys look so good. Next time you breathe in, reverse warrior. Front palm rotates up. Reach up, reach back. Try to keep the deep bend in your front knee. Yes, nice, Ellie. Keep your front knee tracking towards your front toe, your big toe, or excuse me, your pinky toe, not your big toe. So wrap your right butt cheek underneath you. One more inhale into your right side, lengthen. Exhale, come through your warrior 2. Reach forward, side angle posture. We're not gonna come back to side angle. When we take our flow, we're just gonna cartwheel our arms down. So enjoy this side angle and get everything you can out of it. Maybe you wanna take a half or a full bind. Maybe you wanna reach your left arm forward. Anything goes. About 2 or 3 more breaths. Good job, friends. Heart wants to look up. So how can you adjust? Let your heart look up a little bit more rather than down at the ground. One last round. Work your pose from the inside out. Nice, Cam. Next, inhale. Just press into your feet. Rise up to warrior 2. And then from here, cartwheel your hands down. Low lunge. 3-legged down dog. Inhale. Exhale, straight to down dog or rock forward. Your variation of plank to chaturanga. You're welcome to take it as a 3-legged if you want. Inhale, heart lifts. You can take an extra breath or 2 if you would like in your heart opener. Back to down dog as you're ready. No rush. If you want to grab a quick drink or a quick child's pose, go for it. Reconnect to your breaths. All right, friends. Next inhale, take your left leg to the sky. And same as on the other side, whatever you want to do. So feel free to explore in your own way. Yeah, feel around what's there. This side might feel totally different than the other side, and that is completely okay. So no judgment, just observation, just information. Beautiful exploration, everyone. One more big inhale. Make your left leg long, strong, powerful. Push into the ground with your fingertips. Lift from your center. Exhale, knee to your nose. Scoop out your belly. Push the ground away as you come forward and step through low lunge. Rise in your own time. Crescent lunge. Thanks, Sandra. So strong through your legs. Beautiful, Mikkel. Stable legs. Hug towards midline. So find your own center, and then from that place, expand out. So your upper body, your unique expression, what do you want to embody in your pose? What do you want to feel? How does that feel when you breathe it in, when you breathe it out, when you let it flow through? What color is it? Can you visualize it? So really getting curious about your practice, about every single breath you take, every single little adjustment you make. Take one more inhale into your crescent lunge. Exhale, turbo twist, right arm forward, left arm back, back knee bends to a hover. Try not to lean forward. People have the tendency to kind of reach forward in this pose. Keep your weight nice and centered. Your back leg is just as strong as front. Yeah. Notice if your left shoulder, your back shoulder is kind of shooting forward. See if you can draw it back and down. Broaden through the front of your chest. Maybe gaze back over your left hand. Take one more round, get a little bit lower. You guys are awesome. End of your exhale. Left arm across your low back. It's gonna give you a little bit of support. Square your shoulders forward. Reach up, reach back, lengthen through your right side. So feel all that length from your right hip back to your right fingertips. Maybe a little stretch in the front of your right hip. One more in-breath. Beautiful. Hand down, right hand to the ground, and then left arm to the sky. So keep twisting a little bit longer. You're not literally wringing out anything, but you are figuratively, you can feel each exhale, that wringing out sensation inside. Let go just a little more with each exhalation. Soften around the pose with each exhalation. Take one last breath. End of your exhale, unwind. Walk your hands over to the right long edge of your mat. And this time, I'm gonna give you guys a while to hang out. So about 5 to 7 breaths. Anything you wanna do in your wide-legged forward fold. Anywhere you wanna go. Or again, as I've been saying, find stillness. And there's so much happening inside, all those little baby micro movements. Nice job. See if you can bring your weight just a little more into your knee. Beautiful, friends. Reconnect to your breath. If you've lost it, maybe you want a big open mouth sigh. Let's find our halfway lift. Next inhale, spinal extension. Reach your arms out wide like you have great big wings. And then exhale, let it go. Ha. Press into your feet. Now, reverse swan dive all the way up. Arms reach up, stretch tall. Warrior two. Pivot your left toes forward, left arm forward, right arm back. Take a moment to settle in. So your left knee tracks towards your pinky toe rather than collapsing inward towards your big toe. You guys look so good. I love it. Press into your back foot and feel your back thigh really strong. So it's like your back thigh muscles, they're hugging around the femur bone. They're gripping like an anaconda. Next inhale, reverse your warrior. Reach up, reach back, lengthen through your left side. Keep that deep bend in your left knee. Thanks, Chris. Breathe into your left waistline, rib cage. See if you can lift your left rib cage a little bit further away from your left hip, and then fill that space up with your breath. Awesome job. Nice, Kathy. One more inhale. Exhale, side angle. So just for now, we won't come back to it. Reach forward, tip it over anywhere you want to go to explore. Heart wants to look up. So however you can adjust, let your heart look up more, to let your hips open more, to fill your body with more breath. Nice work. Last couple of rounds, wherever you're at. Thanks, Christine. Awesome, Katie. From the press of your feet, next inhale, just rise back up to your warrior two. Might feel kind of good just to straighten your front leg for a second. And then exhale, cartwheel your hands down, low lunge. Inhale, three-legged dog, left leg high. You can go straight to down dog or exhale, rock forward. Your variation, plank to chaturanga. You're welcome to take it as a three-legged. Inhale, heart lifts. Exhale, either down dog or grab a drink, grab a child's pose. Give yourself a moment. Come back to your breath. So we will move through that entire sequence, that entire flow, one breath, one movement. Doesn't mean we speed through it without breathing or without paying attention. It means we move slowly, intentionally, with our slow, intentional breaths. So if at any time it feels like I'm cueing too slow for you, see if you can breathe bigger, breathe deeper. If at any time you want to take your own pause or take a little break, totally fine with me. So please always honor yourself first, wherever you're at. If you are coming with me, one or two more restorative breaths in your child's pose, and then everyone meets in downward facing dog. All right, my friends. Inhale into your down dog. Exhale, gaze to the top of your space. Step, tiptoe, or hop forward, fold. Halfway lift position, breathe in and lengthen. Exhale, bow, let it go. Press into your feet, lead with your heart, rise. Arms to the sky, big stretch. Hands to heart, exhale. All right, our little standing series, here we go. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, twist to your right. Try not to move your hips. Left arm forward, right arm back, all the way to empty. Inhale, unwind, back to center. Grab right wrist, side body stretch, up and over, exhale. Inhale, back to center. Chair plane, so bend your knees, swing your arms back, keep a lift in your heart, sit low. Inhale, back to high mountain, reach high. Twist towards the windows this time, right arm forward, left arm back, try not to let your hips come with you. And then inhale, back to high mountain, grab your left wrist. Exhale, side body stretch, up and over. Inhale, center. This time, chair plane or drinking bird. Exhale, option to float up to tiptoes. Option to stay on tiptoes. High mountain, as tall as you can possibly grow. Maybe stay on your tiptoes as you take your slow dive down. Stick your butt out, reach your heart forward, then fold in. Beautiful. Halfway lift, heels on the ground. Breathe in, fill up. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back. Slowly lower. Try to keep that exhale going as you're lowering down. Yes, inhale, lift your heart, shoulders down and back, away from your ears. Exhale, downward facing dog. Right leg to the sky. Breathe in, lots of length, lots of strength. Exhale, step your right foot through like you're stepping over something super softly. Inhale, crescent lunge. Rise up, reach up, maybe gaze up. Nice, Mikhail. And exhale, turbo twist. Left arm forward, right arm back, back knee bends to a hover. Inhale, exalted warrior variation. Right forearm across your low back. Square up your shoulders. Reach up and back. Exhale, left hand to ground. Inhale, right arm to sky. Open through the right side of your heart. Work your twist a little further. And exhale, unwind. Hands over to the left, long edge of your mat. Parallel your feet. Adjust your legs as needed. Straighten your front leg, halfway lift position. Inhale, maybe add arms, big wings. Yes, exhale, fold in. Now press into your feet, engage your core, rise all the way up. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, warrior two, reach forward and back, right toes forward, bend your right knee. Inhale, reverse, reach up, reach back, lengthen your right side. Now listen, exhale, cartwheel your hands down, low lunge. Three-legged down dog, right leg high. Exhale, straight to down dog or rock forward, plank to chaturanga, your variation. You can always modify, lift your heart, breathe in. Lift your hips, breathe out. Ah, big inhale, left leg to the sky. Strong through your core, exhale, left foot forward, soft as possible. Rise up with your in-breath, crescent lunge. Exhale, twist to your left, right arm forward, left arm back, back knee bends. And exalted with your in-breath, left arm across your low back, reach up, reach back, pop up through your chest. Exhale, slowly, right hand to the ground. Inhale, slowly, mindfully, left arm to the sky, maybe gaze up. Exhale, unwind, walk your hands to the right long edge of your mat, parallel feet, straighten legs. Halfway lift, option for your great big wings. Feel all that length, every direction. Beautiful, nice, crisp, fold it in. All the way to empty, find that connection to center and use it to rise. Arms to the sky, inhale. Warrior two, exhale. Inhale, reverse, left side long. Keep that deep bend in your left knee. Exhale, cartwheel your arms down, low lunge. Press down through your hands, three-legged dog. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, your choice, straight to down dog or rock forward. Plank to chaturanga. Make it your own. Heart lifts with your in-breath. Hips lift as you exhale. Take a moment in down dog, maybe a couple big sighs out your mouth. Ah. We've got one more time through. I'm gonna add a few little additions, a few little changes. So just like always, stay present. Listen to my cues, take what works, leave the rest behind. If you are coming with me, downward facing dog. One last great big in-breath, fill up, push the ground away. And then exhale, look forward, step or hop, top of your mat. Uttanasana. Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift, inhale. Thanks, Christine. Exhale, fold. Nice, cat. Root through your feet. Heart leads all the way to stand. Reach and stretch. Hands to heart. Exhale. All right. Last time. Here we go. Inhale. Reach up. Twist to your right. Try not to move your hips. Feel it in your core. Extend through your arms, your fingers. Inhale. Back to center. Grab your right wrist with your left hand. And side body stretch it out. Exhale. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, chair plane. If you want to turn it into a drinking bird this time too, that's fine. And then inhale, high mountain, reach up. We'll twist towards the windows this time. Right arm forward, left arm back as you exhale. Try to feel your square hips hugged with your inner thighs. Inhale, high mountain. And then last time, chair plane or drinking bird. Get low in your legs. Lifted through your heart, strong in your back body. Inhale, high mountain, maybe stay on your tiptoes. One last balance challenge. Maybe stay on your tiptoes, dive down slowly. Good. Thanks, Cam. Halfway lift with your heels on the ground. Work the length in your back body. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back. Chaturanga, try to keep your exhale going as you lower down. Inhale, curl open, peel your heart open. Nice, Katie. Exhale, take your hips back. Beautiful, Victoria. Listen here. Inhale, right leg high. Hold or exhale, right knee, left elbow, or as close as you can come. Inhale, three-legged dog. Stretch, lengthen. Exhale, right knee, right elbow, or aim for your armpit as high as you can get. Push the ground away. Inhale, back up. Now everybody, knee to your nose, exhale, and then step forward softly. Crescent lunge, slowly rise. Lift your heart, lift your gaze. Exhale, turbo twist, back knee bends, left arm forward, right arm back. Feel it in your center all the way to empty. Inhale, exalted, right forearm to your low back. Reach up, reach back. Exhale, left hand down. Inhale, right arm up, open through the right side of your heart, work your twist. Exhale, unwind, wide-legged forward fold, left long edge of your mat. Halfway lift, add arms if you want. Inhale, exhale, let it go, fold. Root through your feet all the way up, arms reach, stretch tall. Warrior two as you exhale. Reverse, breathe in. Right arm up and back. Keep that deep bend in your front knee. Now listen, exhale back to warrior two. Set up for a triangle. Straighten your front leg. If you want to shorten your stance just a teeny tiny bit, that's fine. Hips stay open, heart stays open. Reach forward as far as you can. And then just tip it over. The only thing that has to change is your arms. Right hand towards the ground, left arm towards the sky. You're welcome to use a block under your right hand if you want to, if you've got one. You're welcome. If you would like to turn this into a balancing half moon, if that's where you feel like going today. Otherwise, hang out in your triangle and work it in your own way. Maybe you want to take your left arm forward or even both arms forward. If you're in half moon, work that in your own way. Maybe you want to add a bind. Maybe you want to play with balance in some way by bringing your right hand to your heart. Yes, awesome. Wherever you're at, your pose, your expression today in this moment, 2 more big breaths. You've got this. Focused and alert, calm and relaxed all at the same time. You can hold it all. See if you can land or return to a warrior two position in your next breath. Slowly, mindfully, make any adjustments needed, settle back in. Good job, you guys. Returning to our flow. Take one last inhale in your warrior two. Exhale, cartwheel your hands down, low lunge. Inhale, three-legged down dog, right leg to the sky. Listen, pause here, open up your right hip. Hold here or option to flip your dog. Right foot comes down, right arm reaches forward, heart forward. Yes, nice, Sandra, lift your hips. Feel the strength in your back body. Feel the opening in your heart. Really feel it. What does it feel like? Take one last breath. Beautiful. And then bring it back. Everybody downward facing dog, or if you want, three-legged downward facing dog, right leg is still extended. One more inhale here. Straight to regular down dog, or exhale, rock forward and take your vinyasa. Inhale, lift your heart, peel it open, keep your shoulders down and back. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. All right, you're almost there. One more side. Inhale, left leg high. Stay and hold, or exhale, left knee to right elbow. Push the ground away as you come forward. Inhale, back up. Left to left. Aim for your armpit. Awesome. CC, push the ground away. Inhale, back up, stretch and lengthen. Now everybody, knee to your nose. Look at all that space in front of you. Use it. Step through low lunge. Rise with your inhale, crescent. Exhale, turbo twist. Right arm forward, left arm back, back knee bends. Inhale, exalted. Left forearm across low back. Lift your heart, lift your gaze. Exhale, right hand comes down. Inhale, left arm to the sky. Work your twist just a little deeper, that ringing out from the inside. And exhale, let it go. Walk hands to the right long edge of your mat, wide-legged straddle position. Halfway lift, option for arms. Breathe in, lengthen out. Exhale, fold, find emptiness, and then from that place, rise all the way up. Arms reach up, breathe in, and exhale, warrior two, left toes forward, left arm forward. Reverse, breathe in, reach up and back, deeply bending into your front knee. Now listen, exhale, warrior two. Set up for triangles, straighten your front leg, maybe shorten your stance just a little bit. Start to reach forward, reach. When you can't reach anymore, only your arms have to change so your heart stays open, your hips stay open, left arm towards the ground, right arm towards the sky. Or if there's any other variation you want to play with, feel free. If you want to move into your balancing half moon, Ardha Chandrasana, now is your time. Everyone, you've got about 4 or 5 breaths wherever you've chosen to go, wherever you've chosen to explore. Make sure your breath is right there with you. Slow, steady, spacious. Yes, awesome. 1 or 2 more rounds, and then we're meeting back in a warrior two stance. So you can start to transition mindfully back. Very nice. Take a moment to settle, to reconnect to your breath. Good. Inhale into your warrior two. Exhale, cartwheel your hands to the ground, low lunge. 3-legged dog, left leg high. Pause. Open your hip, bend your left knee. Great place to stay, or option to flip. Left foot comes down behind. Left arm forward. Yeah, heart forward. Nice, Chris. Beautiful. Feel that opening in your front body. Breathe into all that space. Last round. Thanks, Kathy. Come back. Downward dog. You can extend your left leg if you want to. One last inhale into your dog, your 3-legged dog, I should say, or exhale, take your vinyasa or straight to down dog. Sorry, you guys know. I don't know what I'm saying. You guys know what to do. Find your way back. Either this time, child's pose, hero's pose, or any other resting pose of your choice. So you made it. Good job. Give yourself a moment to just soak it in. Feel all that energy flowing through you. It's always there. It's always inside of you. It's just harder to notice. Maybe a couple open mouth sighs. Nice job, everybody. Let's say in your next couple breaths, downward facing dog. All right. Inhale your right leg to the sky. Pigeon pose, right shin to the top of your mat. Set your body down gently. If you know this pose works better for you in a seater on your back, or if you just feel like taking it in a seater on your back today, totally fine with me. Otherwise, set yourself up really intentionally in pigeon. So just like we do in lunge, just like we do in almost every other pose, first we want to hug in, find our center, find what we call the integrity of the pose. Keep that as you start to settle. So you're not just flopping your body into it as deep as you can. You're finding a structure first. You're plugging all your joints into their sockets. And then you're softening the muscles around them, breath by breath. I'm going to come around with a little essential oil spritz. Is there anybody who does not want it near you or on you? Just give me a little raise of your hand. Okay, thank you. Notice, just like at the very beginning of our practice, is there anywhere you're tensing up that you don't need to be? Is there anywhere you're tightening up, resisting where you don't need to be? Are you clenching your jaw? Are you tightening through your hands? Is there an energetic resistance inside of you? Can you notice that? Maybe where do you feel it? Can you breathe into that space? So just tuning in, what's there? What can I notice more of? How can I create more space inside? Your last couple breaths. Feel free to exhale out your mouth. And then slowly start to lift your upper body. We're gonna come into a seat. So everyone meet up in a seat. If you're in regular pigeon, you can just kind of sit over onto your right butt cheek, let your hips open, let your back knee bend a lot, and then swing your back leg around. Give both legs a little shake out. And then continuing to work with our, right hip. Let's bring our right foot to the ground. So bend your knee, right foot to the ground, and then right foot to the outside of left thigh. You can either keep your left leg extended forward or bring your left heel in towards your right butt cheek. If when you do that, your butt cheek lifts up, then I would recommend keeping your leg extended, both sit bones on the ground. Hug your knee in, and as you hug in, see if you can sit up taller. Lift and puff up through your chest. If your left leg is extended, flex your toes back and make sure your toes point straight up. Take your right arm to the sky, breathe in and reach really high, get really tall. Exhale, twist to your right. Just reach your right arm back first. So hold yourself here without your right hand behind you. See if you can keep the length in your spine and broaden through your shoulders and your collarbones. So feel this and then bring your right hand down behind you. Use it just as gentle leverage. So you're not just putting all your weight on your back hand, plopping into the pose now. You're keeping that structure. And then you're working it breath by breath, encouraging more space, breath by breath. Breathe all the way down into your low belly, low back. Broad through the front of your shoulders, last couple rounds. Good job. End of your next exhale, unwind. Take your hands over to your left side, off the left side of your mat. Little bow. You can round your back a lot. I even like to curl in on purpose, like I'm doing a cat pose. And then right butt cheek, if it lifts, that's totally fine. One more round. I even like to push into the ground and kind of twist my body towards the back wall a bit. So feel, there's a lot to feel into. Let it go, come back up and uncross your legs. Now take your right leg out straight, sole of your left foot to your right inner thigh. Open your hips towards the windows. Flex your right toes back, right toes face straight up, get tall through your spine. Reach your left arm to the sky, right hand in front of your right leg or on top of your right thigh. Inhale here. And then as you exhale, like a side body stretch towards the front wall, up and over. You can slide your right hand down the length of your right leg. If it is available to you, you can grab your right big toe with your left peace fingers, but make sure your heart is open. So your heart wants to look up. How can you let it look up more? Press your foot into the leg, leg into foot. Breathe into your left side. See if you can feel your right quad, the front of your right thigh, engaging as you press down through the back of your right thigh and flex your right toes. Take just one more full breath. Is there any more space you can create? Soften your face. Inhale, lift your upper body, lift both arms to the sky and reach up. And then left hand comes down behind you, fingers face away from your body. Press into the ground, lift your hips and reach back. So nice and long, like a modified side plank or modified wild thing. One last huge inhale. Option for lion's breath as you exhale, stick out your tongue, cross your eyes, make noise. Yeah, back to sit bones. And then however you want to get back to down dog, you do you. I always give the option of boat pose for a couple breaths or so. And then you can cross your ankles, play with a step back or a jump back if that's in your practice, but absolutely up to you. See you back in down dog in your next few breaths. Once you're back in down dog, walk it out. Notice how's right side feel versus left side. How's right leg feel versus left leg. Inhale, left leg to the sky. Exhale, pigeon pose or your variation of pigeon pose today. Take your time to settle in, to set yourself up, and then to settle in. So structure first, plug the femur bones into the hip sockets. And the integrity of the posture, and then melt around it, soften around it, breath by breath. A few more rounds, soften with your exhales. So where inside does it feel tight or dense or heavy or stuck? How could you allow your breath to flow just a little more freely through? Our last couple rounds, maybe open mouth exhale. And then when you feel pretty even on both sides, ease your way up, meet in a seat, both legs out in front of you. Give your legs a little shake out for a moment. And then left knee bends, left foot on the ground, and then step your left foot outside your right thigh. Right leg stays extended, or bend your right knee, heel towards your left butt cheek. Both sit bones grounded. If your right leg is extended, right toes face straight up and flex back towards your shin. Hug your knee in, get tall first. Reach your left arm up, get even taller, breathe in. Exhale, twist and just reach your left arm back. Hold, so not putting your left hand on the ground. Can you feel that length in your spine? Draw up through the crown of your head and then work your twist with your core strength. When you're ready, left hand comes down, but try not to put all your weight there. Use it as gentle leverage. Maybe gaze back over left shoulder. That flexion in your right toes if your right leg is extended. Feel your breath move down into your belly. It's harder to breathe into your belly when you're twisted, so maybe a little extra effort. Nice job, good breathing. I love when I can hear it. Take one last round. Use your exhale to twist to your edge. End of your exhale, slowly unwind. Hands off the right edge of your mat. Take your little counter twist, your little bow. So round, maybe even purposely curl in a lot or kind of push the ground away as you twist towards the back wall. Breathe into low back. And then let it go. All right, both legs extended. If you want a little shake out, and then we'll bring the sole of our right foot to left inner thigh. Opening through our hips. So not trying to square our hips towards our extended leg, allowing our hips to open. Right foot presses into left thigh. Thigh presses back into right foot. Get tall through your spine, flex your left toes. Right arm up, left hand on left thigh or in front of left leg. Inhale here. And then as you exhale, side body stretch, think up and over. Your left hand can slide down left leg. Maybe your left hand stays inside your left leg. Sometimes I like to bring my left forearm to the inside of my left leg and press my forearm into my leg back into forearm. And I use that to open my heart up a little more. So your fullest expression, keep pressing foot into leg, leg into foot. Keep breathing, lengthening through your right side body. Feel that space. Create more with your breath. Last round. Inhale, rise. Take both arms up. And then exhale, right hand behind you. Fingers face away from your body. Spread them out nice and wide. Push down, lift your hips. Lengthen your left side. Modified side plank or modified wild thing, you choose. All that space. One more inhale, breathe into it. Option for lion's breath as you exhale. Stick out your tongue, cross your eyes, a little bit of noise. Good, sit bones down. And then however you want to make your way down onto your back. If there's any little stretches you want to take before coming down, feel free. Eventually down on your back and just windshield wiper your knees once you're down. So feet wide at the width of your mat and just let your knees move from side to side. You can go as slow as you want. Thanks, Chris. And then everybody, next time your knees fall over to the right side, just keep them there for about 3 or 4 breaths. You want to bring your outer right foot to the outside of your left knee. Go for it. Then as you are ready, just take it over to the left side, same thing. I'll leave it up to you when you feel pretty much even here on both sides. Come back to center and find a happy baby pose. And after a few rounds in happy baby, so you guys know, explore your happy baby however you want, straightening your legs, rocking it out. After a few rounds, anywhere else you want to go to complete your own practice. So if there's one last inversion you would like to take, maybe one last heart opener, maybe you just want to rest with your feet together, knees apart for a bit, or feet apart, knees together. And as you start settling in slowly to your final relaxation, I will read to you this is a poem. It's by Dheeman, Dhiman. Waiting is hard. Healing is painful. Going through seasons of uncertainty is difficult, but they are all necessary processes of life for you to grow and become what you are meant to become. When you encounter any of these circumstances, you will feel hopeless and overwhelmed. But then with all your strength, you take the first step and you somehow make it through day one. Then you try again and make it through another day. Even though you still feel the pain in your heart, you don't give up. You keep on going, barely surviving some days, yet each day you grow stronger and wiser than the previous. And one day you wake up and you realize you no longer feel the same way. You realize the worth of your struggling days, how they have made you strong, how they have led you closer to a better and more meaningful life. So just a reminder that every part of our journey is just that. It's part of our journey. It's part of our process. So wherever you are at in your own personal journey in this moment, can you just relax into it, melt into it, let yourself have these last few moments to just be as you are, where you are. And take in the sounds of the bowls, the frequencies, the vibrations. And just notice how they feel inside. Notice what comes, notice what goes. And just let it. Shavasana. Deep breath in. And let it go. And just bring gentle movement back into your body. Start to wake your body up. And then eventually fetal position on either side. Take one last moment, just resting on your side body. As you rest here, really let that sound bath, all the energy from it, all the energy from your practice. Let it all just settle in. Maybe there's some way you envision it, you imagine it. And using the strength in your arms, guide yourself up into seated meditation. Just right back where we began. And as you come into your meditation, notice if you feel any different than you did at the beginning of our practice, even just the slightest. Notice if anything has shifted physically, energetically, emotionally. No judgment, just observation. So eyes closed, and then bring your hands to your heart. And just bow your head to your own heart in gratitude and acknowledgement. Acknowledge yourself for being here, showing up, taking time to do your practice. Thank you so much for letting me guide you. Namaste. All right, friends, and since I didn't announce at the beginning, most of you have seen, but there's like all that stuff out there in the lobby. It's all part of a silent auction we're doing to raise money for, we have like a over $2,000 maintenance overages bill that they hit us with, and they're like, this is due at the end of the month. It's everyone in the alley had stuff, so it's not just us, but we're just trying to do what we can to raise as much cash rather than paying it out of our own pockets. So people have donated a bunch of stuff. There's some really cool stuff, and it's good deals. So take a look. You can put your name down. It goes till the 15th of August. So you won't know if you win until the 15th of August. Trying to think if there's anything else. Yeah, I guess that's it. There's these cute little mobiles that Sune asked me to sell. I'll show you one second. Come now. I'll just see if any of you guys want these. So Sune asked me to sell these, just like, so not auctioning, just if you want to just donate to the local co-op or pay the local co-op for them. These are retail at $48, which I think is kind of insane. We're selling them for $15, and they're like these little mobiles that hang. I bought one and it's really cute. You can see how it looks here. It's basically just these little circle things that kind of like are reflective, and it's kind of like whimsical. It's cute. And then, so $15, and then we just have a couple of these left, but $7. These retail at $30, which I think is also crazy, but they're from the garden store. Some people that come here own the garden stores. Bye, beautiful Haley. I love you.